Hello everyone, this is Tia Kirby. Welcome back to my channel. Today is a get ready with me style chit chat video. I'm actually getting ready to go to a lunch meeting and I thought, let me do my makeup chit chat with y'all while I get ready. Also, I thought it would be a great opportunity for me to recreate a look that I had in another video, which was my I need your help video where I was responding to your comments. So it's my I need your help response video. It's that purple toned makeup look that you see me wearing in that video. I got a lot of requests to repeat that or show you all how I achieved that look, and I figured I'd do that today. To achieve the look, I'm actually using my Modern Renaissance palette, and I will kind of show you as I go along and as we are chatting, and I'm going to try to make this video as quick as possible because I have to get out of here. Alright, so let's get started. As you can see, I already did my brows off camera, and then I'm getting ready to put some primer on. The primer that I normally like to use is this Maybelline Baby Skin Primer. You've probably seen me use it in other videos. So I'm just going to apply that all over my face, and it looks like I'm like scraping the bottom of this tube here. So anyway, what I kind of wanted to talk to you all about today was really, I guess I kept thinking about starting where you are with what you have, meaning stop making or waiting for opportunities or waiting for you to have more money or waiting for you to have this or that or doing the things that you want to do or love to do or have a dream of doing. So I want you to go after your goals and your dreams. So like for example, some people want to start a YouTube channel, but they think that they always have to have like all of this equipment and all of this. I literally started my YouTube channel in my bathroom on my MacBook laptop using that camera. I did not know how to edit, and if you go back and look at my old or very first videos, you will see that it always abruptly cuts off because I didn't know what I was doing. I had no clue how to edit. Then when I was upgrading, I upgraded to camera quality using my iPhone. So I used my iPhone, I think at the time I had a 5S or whatever, and I would do my videos on there, and I still didn't know how to edit. Then I want to say I had that iPhone for I don't know how long, or I've been filming the iPhone. I'm actually using this Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer as my eyeshadow base. So if you see me doing that, that's what's going on there. So anyway, I would use that, and I didn't know how to edit. I finally discovered after months of using that I actually had iMovie app on the phone to create, to begin to start editing and learning how to edit. And I really didn't know. I really kind of learned as I went, but I did not allow it to stop me from moving forward on my channel. People had no clue that I was filming on my iPhone because the quality of the camera was so good. On top of that, when I was trying to be a little more fancy, I would take a banner or a poster board, I would tape it up on the wall behind me and sit in front of that poster board. I could not move at all. I literally had to like stay like within that box so that it didn't go out of I don't want to say out of focus, but so that you all didn't see my scotch tape with my poster board taped on the wall. And I did not have a tripod. I didn't have anything. So what I would do is literally get 2 bar stools. I sat on one. And then I would put stacked shoe boxes and eyeshadow palettes or and a Vaseline jar to hold my camera and prop it up just right so that it would sit in front of me and not move. And then for lighting, I didn't have any. I would sit in my bathroom because that's where the best lighting was in my house. I would sit in the bathroom, and then I would get like my daughters go in her room upstairs, take this like 5-arm lamp and like sprout it in front of me over the chair and the phone that so that it would hover over me and shine down on me to get better lighting. So meaning I took what I had, started where I was, and began from there. I'm not just saying this just for YouTube. I'm literally saying this for anything in your life. Anything that you're doing, when you start from where you are with what you have, one, you allow opportunities for God to bless the work that you're doing with what you have. And then you also are creating opportunities for yourself to make sure that this is something that you're wanting to do. I'm going in with this first shade. It's a matte shade at the top, which is called, I believe, Tempura. But anyway, I'm going to put this all over the lid. But I think that we as women, as creative beings, or even if not as women, just human beings, if you're creative, or not even just creative, or if you did not grow up with a silver spoon in your mouth, as I did not, or as the saying goes, I think that you just learn to improvise. And sometimes you can look at people's end results or what they're experiencing now versus really realizing or understanding how they started. And it's easy to get that little envy or that thing to think, oh, I need to have this, this, and this, and this. Now I'm going to go in with this Bun Fresco, which is like this more lavender looking shade here. What I'm, I guess, meaning to say is the fact that some people who are achieving or experiencing great success, it's not just because they have all of this equipment or all of these resources or whatever. They had to grow to get to that point. So you may see people with all of the equipment, all of the resources and everything, but they are not having the same success that another is having, or quote unquote what is seemed or deemed as success. My mom, when I was younger, you go in and tell her, I'm hungry. Then she'd say, well, go in there and fix you something to eat. And then you'd be like, oh, there is nothing. And then she would always say, well, then you're not hungry. And so like that's something that I find that I stick with or throughout life. If I can go in the kitchen and there's what it seems as nothing, then apparently I'm not hungry, or I'm not hungry enough. And I think that that really is more so, I guess, the antithesis of what I am getting at. If you want it, then you create it. So I'm even having to utilize that for myself. I'm having to go back to like those core values of, if I want it, then I'm going to have to create it. If I say that I want it, and then I have done nothing to create it or create a solution to what I want, or at least a step in the right direction to what I want, then I'm not hungry enough. And I think us as, creative beings, then we have to channel and get into those things. So me being creative enough, and I started out with kind of the YouTube channel scenario, because people don't know, they never know. It's really about like your heart and what you put into it, and the overall, I'm layering that same color Bun Fresco in the crease area. But just the heart of what you want. You have to go after what you want and start with what you have and where you are. I believe wholeheartedly that God has already equipped us. If He's given you the desire to do something, to go after what you want, then He's already equipped you. I always often hear, like, in my spirit, I always hear, I've already given you everything that you need. And so then I have to sit down and think, what can I do? What can I utilize to begin to start with the things that I'm wanting to do? So now I'm going to go in with this raw sienna color, and I'm going to use that same brush to layer it on. I'm just going like right above where I was putting Bun Fresco in the crease, and then just kind of blending the two together. I'm right above it, but then now kind of blending it down into the crease as I'm talking. So getting back to what I was saying, so if God has already given you or equipped you with the things that you want and or need to create or reach the desires that He's given you in your heart, then you have to now utilize what you have. Take inventory. What can you do? Sometimes when you set out to do something, it may not even be what you set out to do, but it turns into being something even greater or even better for you or for your journey. And I know some goals may require some level of schooling, but it does not take away from you being able to get somewhat of experience. Find somebody that you may be able to shadow, or somebody that you may be able to intern with, or that you can do some of the things that you can actually learn. Just kind of get some of the mentorship of things and find out what you need and what you can do now with what you do have. If you don't have the funds or the resources to utilize what you need to get to where you're trying to go. So now, right now you just saw me add in antique bronze, and then I also dipped over into, sorry, this is antique bronze, and then I also dipped over into Bon Fresco again, and I'm just going back over into intensify the crease area. Remembering that thing where my mom was saying, and I go to her and whine and say that I'm hungry, and if there's nothing in there to eat, then you're not hungry, because you have to make something out of nothing. I think because my mom kind of raised us like that, then that's one of my greatest strong suits. Like, I can make something out of nothing. I will, if I have to, or if there's a need or something. So now I'm going in, I forgot to mention that, I'm actually mixing raw sienna and burnt orange. Hope that's showing up. And now I'm just kind of going above where we are, just below my brow bone, and I'm staying right here on the outer corners, if you will, of my eye. And I have a blending brush just to kind of more blend it in, because I don't want it to be terribly strong. And then I'm going to go back in and feather in that purple lavender Bon Fresco shade, if you will. So anyway, I'm hoping that you find that helpful. Whatever it is that you're going to do, what are you doing to make your dreams happen or make your goals come to pass, versus sitting around waiting or feeling like you need this or that before you can actually move or operate. So just channel that creativity and ask yourself, are you hungry enough? And if you're not, then you got to figure out what it is that you really want to do. Okay, so now I'm going back in with Bon Fresco, and I'm going back in with the same brush that I was putting it in the crease, and then now I'm going to begin to apply it to the crease, but then blend it all the way up. What are you willing to sacrifice to get to those points? This morning I actually made a post on Instagram and Facebook saying that I was saying goodbye to old methods. Like, one thing that I'm changing, and today was just the first day, but I realized, like, as I was traveling with my organics, I would have to get up so early, like sometimes 3 o'clock in the morning or 4 o'clock in the morning, to do our makeup, because then we would be traveling to either catch a flight, or I'm traveling just so that we can be ready and all ready to go. Make sure that I got up early enough so that I had time to do my makeup, to get dressed, do my hair, and of course, also if I end up running into any boo-boos or mishaps, you know how things can kind of go wrong. I wanted to make sure I left myself enough time to have that leeway. And I noticed that if I can get up then, that early, then why am I not doing that now? So I'm actually starting my real estate, because I had not started. I know I've mentioned it in the past before with you guys, telling you that I got my license. Well, I still hadn't done anything with it, and part of it was me. This goes back to my how hungry are you? Part of it was my fear. Was I going to have to let go of doing this, which I absolutely love 100%, but I was feeling like I was going to have to quit YouTube or just stop. And then I was like, oh, I just started this 3 days a week thing, and I don't know if I'm going to have time to do both. I really had to get over myself and get over my own fears and my own thoughts and like mind blocks, and say, no, I can do both. I take this Cypress Umber, which is this deep brown here. It's like that red tone brown, and I'm really just going to put it right here in the outer corner of what I'm doing. I can't think that the thing that got me to this level is going to hold me or contain me at the next level. So part of me being able to try to balance both is now making myself get up. So this morning I got up at 4:30 a.m. so that I could come in here and start filming videos, and then on the days that I'm not filming, I'll use that time in the mornings to edit before I leave to take my kids to school. I won't be working real estate every single day, but at the same time, of course, this kind of work takes editing. It takes, a lot of time, and some days I spend the entire day editing. So I'm just gonna have to be like smart about my time. So as you can see, I'm just putting this in the outer corner. And then just blending it right here into the outer crease. So my biggest thing or complaint really had been there's not enough time, or I need more time in my day. Well, I'm going to have to get up off my butt and make more time during the day. Boom. And I'm going to take the shade Primavera. I'm just going to put that on my lid right in here and then bring it over. I don't want it to be too metallic, if you will, so I'm not going to spray it. Whenever I spray it, that's how I kind of make it more, pop up a little more metallic, but I really just want more of the color payoff than I do the actual shimmer of it. So you see how it makes that gradient effect just right in there? And the reason I decided to like pack it on like that the first time was just to create the shape, because I know me, if I go in and just start swiping, it'll end up everywhere and it'll bleed over into the other places where I didn't want it, because I want the other eyeshadow to come off a little more dominant, if you will. The shade I first started with all over the lid, and I'm just going to kind of blend it right here under the brow, just to kind of blend everything together. To help camouflage the dark circles under my eyes, I am using this LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Orange. I normally don't put this much, but I think I just got happy and was talking and applied a little too much. But it works great for concealing dark circles. Sorry, in my last makeup video where I was showing you how I cover my dark circles, I used that NYX Dark Circle Corrector. Some other options. This is the shade Honey. It's another Age Rewind concealer, but this does an excellent job of also, because it has like this peachy orangey undertone to it, and it literally like makes all of that go away. So I sometimes switch out and use this instead of the NYX Dark Circle Corrector if you're looking for another option, or if you tried the NYX Dark Circle Corrector and did not like it. And I actually got a little happy with that orange. I don't know how, but that's okay. We'll fix it. Everything is fixable. That's the beautiful thing about makeup. Okay, I decided to speed up some of the footage to help cut down on the video, because you can see it's super long. But I have used this Age Rewind shade in Honey to cover my dark circles alone without any of the orange underneath it before. And it works like a charm. So again, it's a great option in lieu of the NYX Dark Circle Corrector if you didn't. I know I look very orange right now. Okay, so at this point, this is where I'm going to start applying my foundation. I think I'm going to use that same combination that I used the other day, which is the two Urban Decay foundations. I'm mixing Urban Decay Naked Skin and Urban Decay All Nighter foundations to get the perfect coverage for me. If you want to see more in depth, then click the card at the top. The little link will take you to my recent video where I use both and tell more about it. I just feel like I've been like rambling and talking to y'all, but this is good. I guess this is more of what y'all want to see and kind of hear more of my thoughts and or whatever. And then of course I do want to start like sharing more encouraging type things, or things that I'm currently experiencing, or you know, kind of feel like God is dealing with me on. I want to share those with you all, definitely, because you may be in a similar place, or in the future in a similar place where you might find it also helpful. My Tarte Shape Tape concealer. I'm using this Tarte Shape Tape concealer in the shade Medium to create my highlights, and I love, love, love this concealer. It is like become one of my hands down favorite, if not the favorite of all concealers. It blends out perfectly. It blends out to a matte finish, does not crease, and it is everything, and it covers so well. Love it. And be sure to check out my previous full face video where I explain and show every step. I always like to use these LA Colors blushes. I get them from the beauty supply store. Of course it's old and I've had the thing, but they're only like $2.99 and they're so crazy pigmented. The color that I'm using is Very Berry. So I wanted to bring out some of the plum looking shade in there, but not go too far, if you will. So I'm just basically kind of dotting it on, because again, these blushes are extremely pigmented, and this Very Berry one does not play. So I literally I don't even like rub it over. I literally just tap it in like this, literally. And you see how like that already comes off. I don't know if you can tell, and that was just from a tap. Going in just to set everything in place with my NYX Set It, Don't Fret It. This was pretty much the look. And I know this video is going to be super long, sorry. But see, this is why I don't really record a bunch of me talking, because I know I can talk and go for a long time. Okay, I decided to go with this illuminator from Itsy Cosmetics. Rose champagne colored. It's an illuminator. Okay, so I had to speed things up again. I went ahead and applied my illuminator. As you saw, I did my contour and everything off camera. And now you see me applying Urban Decay lip liner. It's their 24/7 pencil in the shade Pandemonium. After that, I am applying Rimmel London Kohl pencil to my lower waterline just to give my eyes a pop, and it's in the shade Nude. And now you see me applying the NYX Liquid Suede lipstick in the shade Brooklyn Thorn to the outer perimeter of my lips. And in the center, I'm using another Liquid Suede lipstick by NYX, and it is in the shade Sandstorm. Okay guys, this is the final look. I hope that you enjoyed this Chit Chat Get Ready With Me video. And I know it's already super long, so I won't go through the whole thing, but you know, if you have not already, please subscribe to my channel. Be sure to click the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up and turn on notifications so that you know whenever I upload a new video, which is Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday of every week. And until next time, I will see you in the next video, and make sure that you follow me on social media.